Well, I had planned to get everything set. I just come off of work and I was getting ready to get this thing started, and then I realized I had forgotten to change the slideshow for tomorrow, from tomorrow's stream to today's. But that's okay. We're here. We're ready to start, as we're ready to go here for Nebraska and Rutgers basketball. Hello, everybody. I'm Danthecornman here on 1540 The Corn. Normally a football show, and they're already at tip-off. So now, the Huskers starting out with a 20-2 record, and suddenly we're good at basketball. Here's a kick out. And excuse me, I've got a little something going here. Rutgers trying to get to the middle of the paint, has to kick out for a three, and shoots, and they will score, getting Rutgers on the board first here. As they're getting ready to come around, Nebraska is able to get in a 2, and 3-2, and Nebraska might have an injured player as he's walking very awkwardly off the court. I'll try not to cough too much into the mic. So here we go, a little dribble coming up here for Rutgers as they have it on their end of the court. Has to kick it out on the near side. Kicks it out to the middle, now to the farther side of the court. Shoots the three, no good. Rebound by Nebraska, and a whistle and a foul on Rutgers. That would be the first foul on Rutgers. Tying the shoe. Yeah, we got a shoe tire. As the ref finally hands the ball to the Huskers, and now kicks it out and right back to the inbounder. He's driving down the court now at the mid-court center. Kicks it out to Hoiberg and dumps it off, and Mast is able to get it in there as Nebraska is able to go up 4-3 here on Rutgers. Here's a couple of dribbles. Now he has to kick it out here into the 3 zone, trying to drive it for the Knights, and after about maybe 5 bounces, it goes in, and Rutgers is up 5-4 on the Huskers. Here's a little move by the Huskers into that corner zone. Mast for a 3 this time, and is able to sink it. One of the best three-point shooters in the Big Ten this year are the Huskers, and they continue to show why. Here's a little kick out, nothing doing. Rebound by Nebraska after a missed shot by Rutgers. Driving down the lane here are the Huskers. Sam Hoiberg trying to drive for 2 and is able to get it in as the Huskers go 9-4. Or 9-5, excuse me. Rutgers has the ball on at their end of the court. Now trying to drive here, as Zero kind of just stands there for the Scarlet Knights. Here come the Knights trying to take a jumper for 2, and it's good, and an and 1. 9-7, and an option to get 3 here for Rutgers. Rutgers up 9-7 on Nebraska. Darren Buchan Jr. is the free throw shooter, as he does not get it, and it will be returned ball back to Nebraska. Nebraska on their end. Kicks it out to Mast for 3 in the corner, no good, and rebound Rutgers. as they throw it to their end pretty quickly, get down there. Huskers able to get back quickly, though, as they kick out here near the midcourt logo, as Rutgers has the ball, looking to shoot for three this time, and off the rim and no good. The Huskers will recover. On the drive here, kicks it out, now trying to get inside the paint here. Mast has it, kicks it out to 10, who's going to get a foul, and Nebraska will have a couple of free throws coming up for them, as the Huskers move quickly here, trying to keep their lead and extend it. (9-7), and one free throw is good for the Huskers, getting them to be their first double-digit team of the night. Fred Hoiberg, in his 7th year at Nebraska, 104 and 110 is his record. Here's the second free throw attempt, and the Huskers go up 11-7. Nebraska on a 2-game losing streak so far. Lost by 3 to Michigan, and then lost by a lot to Illinois. Here's a little kick out, Rutgers. Kick out here, trying to shoot the 3 here, and this time he's got it. Rutgers up. Rutgers down 1 and hit their first 3 of the night. Here come Nebraska after a little couple of shuffles here. Kicks out to Hoiberg, out to 10, out to Mast, who's going to shoot it. It's good, and the Huskers have now a 14-10 lead. Nebraska trying to put pressure on Rutgers as they get a couple of passes out inside the 2 line now, and no good. Nebraska will take it back up the far side of the court. Has to give it off on a handoff here. Kicks it out to 10. Kicks it out to Mast. Mast out to Hoiberg. Hoiberg gets a couple of dribbles. Out to 9. Out to Mast again, who drives towards the paint now. Trying to get it up there. Out to Hoiberg. And shoots. And it's no good. Rutgers will get the ball right back after that whole spiel. 15-10 left to go. Rutgers with a shoot inside their own end. No good. Nebraska has the ball back after the rebound. Kicks it out to Hoiberg on the far side. Now to number 9. Number 9 tries to pass it down. It gets it out to Hoiberg again after a screen. Mast nearly loses the ball. Has to drive to the paint. And a foul call. Excuse me. And that'll be a foul on Nebraska. And they'll head to their first commercial break of the night. Huskers on the year. The Huskers are 20-2 on the year, losing 2 games in a row currently on a 2-game losing streak on a couple of road games, one to Michigan, one to Illinois. Nebraska played good in that Michigan game, had a good first half against Illinois, and then just completely fell apart in the second half of that game. As Rutgers here looking to try to beat the number 9 team in the country, and the Huskers trying to make some kind of comeback here. Trying to get the season back on track. And if they keep this up, it will be. Waiting to see what happens. Nebraska waiting to get back here on this court as we wait and see. Nebraska has the most free throws made this year, and Rank Mass being one of those guys. He's had so far a great day today. He's been active throughout. He's got at least 8 points tonight. Yeah, 5 points, 2 for 3 on field goals, and a rebound for him tonight as the Huskers look to overcome this 2-game losing streak. Number 19 in the country playing against 9-14 Rutgers with not a great Big Ten record. As here we go, the Huskers ready to inbound here. And an instant shot here for a Mass as he goes off the rim, off the backboard, and no good. Rutgers dribbling inside the paint here. Has to kick it out. Kick it out to the near side. 3, trying to look. Comes back out, dribbles again. Kicks it to 0 at the far side. Now near the mid. Tries to get a couple of fakes him out and does, and Rutgers gets 2. 14-12. Nebraska with the lead. And a whistle at the other end of the court, Nebraska. And that's the 4th foul on Rutgers thus far. Let me update this. 4 fouls to 1 at this point in the game. As here we go. Huskers looking to inbound here. Throws it out to Mast. Mast trying to drive again like last time and just completely loses it. Got stripped. As tries to drive to the basket. We got a tie game for the Scarlet Knights and Huskers. All square at 14. Hoiberg has the ball at the near side. To the middle of the court and another. They'll call Nebraska for a moving screen. Moving screen for Nebraska as they try to dribble this out here. At the mid-court logo, as 0 has kind of 2 guys on him here, and 5 gets a little jumper, and that is an air ball, completely missed the basket, as Nebraska now has it back out to the far 3, and now passes it into the paint, and that's Mast again. That's his 7th point of the night, 7th points of the night. Make it 16-14 Nebraska. Rutgers in the paint. Same play Nebraska just made. Gets it and a foul pickup. 16-16 Rutgers. Looking to here's the free throw attempt here. And no good. That's their 2nd free throw they've missed tonight. Nebraska trying to drive now. Past the midcourt logo, and they're trying to reach in to get the ball. Hoiberg has it now. Tries to kick it out. Here's a 3 shot by Nebraska, and that one is also an air ball. It goes out of bounds. Rutgers ball. 16-16 so far. Here come the Scarlet Knights now at the midcourt center. Now trying to wait it out here up the floor. Down near the near side 3. And another whistle. And that is Rutgers' 5th foul of the game. Of the half, I should say. Here's the dribble by Nebraska. Trying to dribble into the paint, not really happening. Hoiberg has it. Tries to kick it out, and it gets loose. And Hoiberg trying to get it back now. And kind of a shove, but no call. Has to kick it out. A 3 for Hoiberg this time. No good. And another foul. And here come the boos. Wow, actually, he didn't push him at all. He just fell on his own accord. And another whistle before Nebraska could get the inbound. The Huskers trying to grab something here. As Nebraska gets the ball. They are in the 3 zone. Now tries to get it into the paint and does. And the Huskers grab 2, make it 18-16. 18-16, Nebraska over the Knights. And a little tip here. It was a tip by 31. Hoiberg gets the ball mid-court now. Tries to kick it out to one of his friends. As he does, that'll be a block by Nebraska. A 3-shot, no good. Nebraska already in the bonus. Rutgers has it on their own end, inside their own lane, turns it over again. Nebraska kicks it down there to Mast as he tries to go up. It's not Mast. And that's 2 for Nebraska. This time they finished the job. 20-16, Nebraska. On their own side now. Kicks it out for 3 this time for the Knights. No good. Rebound, Nebraska. On the move now. Hoiberg kicks it out. Outside that 3 lane. Near the middle of the court now. Has to kick it out to 5. 5 now drives to the lane. Inside the paint. Tries to shoot it for 2 on a layup. No good. Rutgers takes the ball away. And now. And loose ball again. And this time tries to heave it up there. No good. It's loose around it. Everybody's trying to flail around for it. And now a whistle. And they'll call foul Nebraska. As they go to commercial break, I'm going to go get some water. Hang on. And we're back. I've got my water. And they're still on commercial break. The Discover commercial with the stupid Stranger Things. And the Huskers The Huskers looking to try and win 21 of the year after winning 20 in a row and then dropping 2. It was the longest winning streak in Nebraska history, dating from last season. They're back from the commercial break here. 10:31 left to go here in the first half. As here we go, the Huskers. Rutgers kicks it out here. Who has the ball? Now trying to dribble. Now trying to look and see. He dribbles for a minute. Kicks out to the near side 3. Comes out of that corner. Now kicks it out to the far side 3 corner. Kicks it out to the near side 3 corner. Gets in the zone and shoots it. That'll be 2, I believe. Yes. 20-18. And another foul by Rutgers as he goes into the paint. And that'll be foul number 7 on Rutgers. Rutgers this season 2-10 in the Big Ten. Nebraska with a free throw shot, got it. Now makes it 21-18, a 3-point game. Here's a shot for the free throw, no, and good. 22-18, Nebraska with the lead. Braden Frager, 12 points for him tonight, or averages 12 points each game, and a double dribble by Rutgers, though, give Nebraska the ball back. (22-18). Here we go. Dribbling down now, the Huskers have it. Making a couple of moves here, trying to get into the paint this time, sets up a screen. Frager passes it back, and they're calling moving screen on Nebraska, making that foul number 5, and also putting Rutgers. Does that put them in the bonus? No. The 6th foul does. Here come the Scarlet Knights. 9:25 left to go here, first half. Has to kick it out. Now driving into the paint here. Goes up this time for the layup. Gets it, and 22-20. Nebraska in the paint here. And a whistle. Looks like they're going to call. And let's see. They call goaltending. (24-20). Nebraska with the lead. Nebraska got a couple of threes here. Here's a three for Rutgers. That's no good. Dribbling down the court. Nebraska with a three shot off the rim. Winds it around. Rutgers is a man down. And now they blow the whistle. And I guess the refs either didn't see it or something. Because he was laying there for quite a second. You could see it on screen. You could see it on screen, but nothing. And then they finally called it afterwards. (24-20) as they get this guy off the court. Let's see. And started limping. And then went down to the floor. The Huskers. The Knights with the ball. Has to tip it. Almost went out of bounds, and it's off the side backboard. Hoiberg trying to go for something here. Then he gets trapped. Has to go out to the top. Still out to the top of the screen. Mass with the ball. Mid-center. Mid-center again. Here are the Huskers. Tries to kick it out. Corner three. Far side. Got it. 27-20 Nebraska. Here's a little shot for Rutgers. No good as it's picked up by Nebraska. He tries to kick it out here. Kicks it out to the far side. 3-line. Now trying to drive in. Comes back out. Kicks it out to number 10. Kicks it out back out. Shoots it again for 3 this time. That's off the rim and no good. And they'll just let it go out of bounds. Excuse me. I apologize. Nebraska, and then they'll go to commercial break. The Huskers. Yeah, these commercial breaks, they're very, very, very long. They need to shorten them a little bit. Nebraska and Rutgers. Nebraska up 27-20 here. Frank Mass has been one of the key players to watch today. The Huskers attempting to try to bring back their winning streak that they lost so crudely to Michigan. So crudely. Very, very crudely. And now they're replaying it. Reached number 5 in AP poll. There's a program record. All right, so here we go. 27-20 as we come back from break here. Nine kicks it out here to Davis, who's going to dribble up court for the Scarlet Knights. Kicks it out inside the zone. Into the paint now. Goes up and dunks it. That is 2 points for Rutgers. 2 points. Nebraska inside the paint. Kicks it out to 5. Trying to make a move here. Has to throw it outside the zone to Mast on the near side 3. Now moving around. Mast again with the ball. 3-point shot. No good. Off the rim. 3 and 11 are the Huskers from 3 tonight. 2 from 8 are the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Looking to kick it out here. Here's a 3 for the Scarlet Knights. Off the back rim. Hoiberg's able to pick it up and get it to his teammate. Hoiberg with the ball. Near side. Kicks it out to 3. Corner 3. And has to pass it back to Hoiberg. Hoiberg passes it to Mast. Mast gets a little tip here. Passes it out. Now trying to kick out here. Hoiberg for 3 this time. He slices it, gets them their 4th. 30-22 Huskers. Nebraska trying to pull away here. Kicks it out. 0. Gives it out to 1. 1-13. Kicks it out to 1 who's going to shoot from 3 off the back rim. Rebound to Rutgers. Might be the first offensive rebound today. Here's a shoot from inside the paint. That time he got it. 30-24. 30-24. Huskers have it. Mast in the middle of the section for 3. Off the rim. And pick up Nebraska. That's Mast. To 31, who's going to throw it way over the other side. Almost goes out of bounds. Here's a corner 3 for the Huskers. No good. Mast, another rebound. There's a attempt for 2. No good. Rutgers takes the ball back. Rutgers has the ball here. Trying to dribble. Nowhere to go. Kicks it out here to the corner. The top corner. It's got 0 who's going to try to drive to the basket. Jumper. 2-point jumper. And no good. Huskers have the ball. 4:21 left to go here, first half. Here's a kick out to Mast and gets blocked and then kicked out of bounds by Rutgers. And it will be Nebraska ball. Nebraska with a lot of power here, trying to keep it up here so far. Darren Buchan on the bench for Rutgers. Mast off the glass and in for the Huskers, making it back to an 8-point game. 32-24, 9 points for just Mast alone tonight. Number 9 out to 13. Now trying to dribble. Out to 9, who's going to try and drive to the basket. Nearly loses it. Does lose it this time. Nebraska picks it up. And then he loses it. And then out on Rutgers. Or out on Nebraska, they say. And another timeout. Another timeout here. So the Huskers. Let's take a look at some stats in this half so far. In this half so far, bringing it up. Boy, I can tell. 2 points for Nebraska. Sanford, 5 as well. Rank Mass has 51. Lawrence with 5, and Hoiberg with 7 himself. Each getting a lot of starts, a lot of plays, a lot of chances to score. Grant Zerno have not scored any for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. The only players with points so far are Powers with 5, Francis with 7, and 8 for Buckton Jr. Egbol and Davis have 2 each on the bench for Rutgers. They're still going through commercials here. Frager and Jacobson both each have 2 for the Huskers. And now they're shaking a lobster. They're shaking a lobster on the floor. What the? Okay. Very, now I'm going to be craving lobster. I don't even like lobster. Nebraska now 3rd in the conference standings so far. And oh my lord. They changed. Oh, now I got to look at that. They changed how the conference title games, or the conference tournament is going to be played, and I haven't even seen that. Here's a little kick out here. Rutgers with the basketball now, 3:25. Kicks out to a wide open man for 3, and in and out. Rank Mass is able to pick it up. Jacobson with the ball. Kicks it out to Mass. Hoiberg with the ball. And now the Huskers kicks it out to Hoiberg inside the zone. To Mass in the paint. Goes up and in. Makes it now the largest lead of the day for the Huskers, 10 points. That's his 11th point of the night. As here comes Rutgers. Now kicks it out to their 0 guy. Kicks out to 4. Kicks it out to 3 at the lower end. Goes up towards the middle 3 zone. Kicks it all the way out to the corner 3. Dribbles. Goes forward into the zone. Shoots it. No good. Messed with the rebound. And having to avoid a couple of Rutgers defenders. As Hoiberg with the ball. Kicks it out to 10, who's at the corner 3. He's got it. 37-24. And a whistle. And they'll get a wet spot off the floor. Nebraska with a 13-point lead. Again, their largest of the night. And not many lead changes in this one. And here we go. They're having trouble getting off. They called a foul on Lawrence. And that does give Nebraska their 6th foul, and it puts Rutgers in the bonus. Oops, excuse me. Wrong one. Rutgers with a 3 there, gets it up to 27, and trying to punch a hole in this Nebraska lead. And a block by Rutgers as he tried to go up into the 3. They're able to save it from going out of bounds. Here's a drive by the Knights, intercepted by Nebraska. 5 with the ball. Gets it out to Masters at the mid-center court line. Mid-center 3 line. Mass shakes it around a little bit, finds his man at the 3 line again. Now gets his man out to 21, who's inside the paint, trying to get a layup here, and able to get it 39-27. Nebraska with the lead. And we're at the 1-minute warning here as the Huskers attempt to drive and find it here. Out to number 5, out to 13, and out to 5 again, who drives, trying to get it up there for the Huskers. No good. Mass trying to pick it up. Now Hoiberg does. Gets it out. He may have a lane here to try and go. And tries to shoot for 3. Instantly no good and out of bounds with 43.4 left to go here in half number 1. Half number 1. $39-27. With many. Here we go. 7 turnovers today so far for Rutgers, 4 for Nebraska. Nebraska up by 12. 0 trying to work his way around inside the zone. And it goes a little farther than he wanted on the pass. 5 recovers. Nebraska double teaming, picked off by Hoiberg. 19 seconds left. And now Nebraska might just run the clock out here with a little bit of something of another. 7 seconds. Nebraska shoots it. Good. And timeout Rutgers. Inside the paint, that one for Nebraska, 41-27. 1.4 left in the first half. Rutgers with one more attempt here before halftime. (41-27). Number 9, Nebraska over 27, Rutgers. The Huskers ready to go. Seven fouls to 6 fouls. Nebraska is tied for 5th in most conference road games in a season. Nebraska has tied that at 5. The other numbers on the list, are you kidding? The last one was 1966, and that was when it was called the Big 8. Wow. 41-27. Here we go. Getting ready to probably heave up a Hail Mary attempt here for Rutgers to try to get 3. Here you go. Rutgers attempting. Here we go. Shoots a Hail Mary ball and off the backboard, no good. And that will be the first half as we'll go to halftime here. We'll take a look at some team stats here before we go to our pause for the cause. So here it is. Taking a look at some of the box score updates here we have. Let's go to team stats, actually. Thank you, ESPN. Appreciate it. Nebraska, 16 of 32 on field goals for tonight. So far, looking good at that end. Doing a little bit better on average. Rutgers, 12 for 29 on field goals, 3 points. Nebraska, 5 of 16. Rutgers, 3 of 12. Nebraska, 4 for 4, 3 free throws. Rutgers Scarlet Knights, 0 for 2. Nebraska, 20 rebounds, 3 offensive, 17 defensively. Rutgers, 15 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds, and 13 defensive. 2 steals for Nebraska, a block for the Huskers, and two steals and 2 blocks for Rutgers as well. Nebraska, 8 points off of turnovers. Rutgers just 2. 6 fouls on Nebraska, 7 on Rutgers. Nebraska, largest lead 14, and Rutgers 3. We'll go to commercial break. We'll go to our little pause for the cause here momentarily. We will be right back here on 1540 The Corn. Enjoy the halftime. Well, they're getting ready to start the second half as they kind of, in a sense, gloat over Nebraska, up 14 on the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Welcome back to a Crazy Corn Show, everybody. I'm your host, Danthecornman, here on 1540 The Corn. I hope you all are having a fantastic night as the Huskers really get set here for half number 2, as they will start with the ball going the opposite end this time. Huskers attempting to get something out at a whistle and a foul on Rutgers pretty much instantly. That's their first one of the night. Let me clear this out. As now the Huskers get set here as they have the ball, kind of get it back out here. Here's a 3 attempt and got it for Nebraska, making it 44 to 27. Here come the Husks. Here come the Knights. Kick it out here. Here's a 3 from them, and they sink that one, making it 44 to 30. Huskers kick out here to Mast as Hoiberg gets the screen. Now trying to get 2 here. Nowhere going. Now a drive here by 10. A 3 from Hoiberg after the kick out, and it's fracking good. The Huskers up 47 to 30 on the Knights. Rutgers with a kick out to 0 here. Here's a 3 in the corner from 13, and a really good contested 3. You got to give credit to Rutgers there. 47-33, Rutgers with the lead. Sorry, Nebraska with the lead. A little sneaky bounce, gets it to Mast. Mast can't get the shot off of the rim. Rutgers with the ball here as they try to drive. Now holds the ball near side, kicks it out to the far side 3 lane, now goes inside, now throws it out and shoots and rebound Nebraska. Nebraska with a 3 shot this time, no good. Rutgers will get it. And then another foul on Rutgers, and Lawrence on the floor for Nebraska and gets up cleanly. Foul number 2 on Rutgers on the day. Here we go. Huskers have it. Mast instantly gets the 2, making it 49-33 Huskers. Rutgers with the ball on the logo. Now makes a move. Crosses it between them. Gets instantly blocked by Nebraska. Gives a pass out. Now trying to get into it. And rebound Rutgers. Taken away by Nebraska. No foul. Driving down the lane is Hoiberg. Trying to do it himself and then just decides to toss it out. Now Hoiberg in the 3. Has the ball at the corner. Passes it to the far side. Lawrence for 3 this time. No good. 49-33, 17-16 left to go here, second half. Kicks it out. 3 has the ball. Here's a little shot here off kind of a fadeaway. That's 2, and now 49-35. We got a football score, baby. Here's an end around here. The Huskers trying to drive. And a foul call here. Make that foul call number 3 on Rutgers. Another foul call on Rutgers. Still 49-35. Nebraska over the Knights. Nebraska with a couple of free throws. Lawrence here, ready to take some shots. Here's the first one. Is strained and in. Make it 50. ready for set on number 2. Lawrence gives it a dribble, shoots it, got it, 51. Rutgers out with the ball now, midcourt. Looking, kicks it to Jamarcus Lawrence, kicks it out to 5, who kicks it out to 21. They're outside the 3. If he shot it from here, it'd be like 28 feet. Here's at the mid-center 3. Now drives inside, shoots, no good. The Huskers will get it back. Hoiberg with a shot for 3. Nebraska is able to drain these threes like it's no problem this half. Now 54-35. We'll get a commercial break from them. 13 points from Sam Hoiberg himself as he gets ready to play more of this second half. The Huskers doing well so far, up 19. And they are really ready to keep going with this. Nebraska here in half number 2. I should probably make that half, actually. I had the professional basketball one on. Half number 2. As the Huskers keep this lead, and we'll take a look at some of the other things going on around the Big Ten basketball score right now. Give me one moment, and we'll have it up for you in a second. The Huskers tonight, just under 50% shooting so far tonight, or for 3-point shooting, excuse me. They are 38%, 3.8 for 21. 8 for 21 in field goal percentage. They are 20 of 39. So just over 50% for them. Rutgers, 15 of 36 in field goal percentage. Not really doing a whole lot there for the Knights. All right, taking a look at some of the Big Ten scores here. Wisconsin just barely losing to Indiana 40-34. They're early in the second half. Nope. Purdue up 11-7 on Oregon. Number 12 Purdue up 11-7 on Oregon. 15:38 left to go first half. Number 5 Illinois and number 10 Michigan State will take each other on tonight at 7 o'clock. Washington and UCLA also will be taking on each other tonight at 9. 12-11 Washington versus 16-7 UCLA. As we get ready to start again, Jersey Mike's Arena is what it's called down near Piscataway, as the Rutgers Scarlet Knights continue to play the Huskers, as they will dribble out here at the midcourt range. We'll kick it out to one of their guys near the lower 3, middle 3 section now. Now passes it out to Zero, who walks around in the middle section again and has to kick it out here. Here's a deep 2 shot. Rebound, Oregon. Kicks it out to Zero again. 13 with a wide open 3 for Rutgers, and that time goes in. (54-38) Nebraska. Hoiberg with the ball. Mast has it now. Lawrence takes the ball to the lower side. Passes it up to Hoiberg, who's on the upper side. 3. And out of bounds. And ball will go right back to Nebraska. And they'll go right back to a TV timeout, even though they just got back from one. 15:36 left to go here in the second half. And we'll take a look. We'll take a look here at some of the things going on here in Division I basketball. Let's go top 25. Number 18, Virginia over Syracuse at the moment, 43-35. Their early second period or second half. Arkansas, number 21, Arkansas 51 to Mississippi State 35. They're early in the second period as well. Louisville over Wake Forest 50-37. Number 24, Louisville, and 16-29. Left 16:29 left to go. Second half. Let's see here. What else is going on? Temple over East Carolina at the moment, 16-57. Let's go second half. 54-34 is that score. Army and Lafayette in a close matchup here, 38-36. Army has the lead currently. Villanova 44 to Georgetown 47. They're in the second half as well. And NC State 38 to Virginia 27 in the second half. Looking for other scores right now. Coastal and UMass have just begun. They're in the first, 7-4 UMass over Coastal. Checking for other scores. Missouri and South Carolina have just begun. 10-4 Missouri over South Carolina. Later today, we'll have number 7 Iowa State playing Baylor. They'll tip off at about 1 o'clock on ESPN. And Northern Illinois, if anybody cares. 7-14 Northern Illinois will take on a 9-15 Georgia State at 1 o'clock. They are back from the break at last. At long last, Nebraska has the ball. As they kick it out to the middle, that's Mass, and now we'll shoot a 3. Is 21 for the Huskers, and it is without a doubt clear and good. 57-38, Nebraska beating Rutgers. Here comes Bryce Sanford. Rutgers off the rim there. Huskers rebound it. It's Hoiberg who's looking in the 3 line. Now passes it into the zone. The Huskers looking for 2 here. Will try to drive it. Mass overshot. No good. And trying to rebound it. Nebraska is able to pick it up and kicks it out for a long 3. No, he doesn't. He goes into the zone. Kicks it out. Now tries to find somebody. That's Sanford with the ball. Lawrence with it in the corner, top corner, and a whistle. And I think they're going to say, are they going to say turnover Nebraska or a foul? They're going to say foul. 4th foul of the day for Rutgers as the whistle blew. Getting ready to go. Nebraska gives it out to Sanford. Now to Hoiberg, who's looking to try and get something here. Pass out to Sanford, who gets it to Mass. Mass gets it out to Sanford, trying to get the layup. No good, as it was kind of fumbled a little bit. Here's a little shot, no good. Inside the 2, here comes the Scarlet Knights down the line. And loose ball picked up by Rutgers in their own end. In their end, little floater out there. Hoiberg tried to grab it, just couldn't get it. As now 13 will drive to the basket here, and it goes out of bounds, and that'll be out on Rutgers. So the Huskers will grab possession here. Tenth turnover of the day on Rutgers, only 4 for Nebraska. And that so far seems like has been the difference in this game, that and the shooting. Hoiberg kicks it out to Sanford. Sanford looking to get it. Nope, doesn't do anything. Kicks out to Sanford to Mass, and it's just over his head. Was looking for a pass from Sanford. It was just over his head, and that'll give the ball right back to Rutgers with 13:46 left to go here, second half. $13:46 left to go here in the moment. Here comes Rutgers with the ball, dribbling down the court. Tries to get it again. Now trying to move with the ball here as he tries to drive. Now it has to kick it out to number 13 and shoots from the 3 and somehow with a contest all in his face, he's able to drive a 3 from downtown. Or no, they did call it 3. Scoreboard messed it up. And now here's a little drive from the Huskers, no good. And they're out of bounds on Rutgers on the rebound. It will be Nebraska ball. And we'll see if this is a challenge by Rutgers. We have not had one yet today. It doesn't appear that they will. Nebraska looking to inbound here. Limited time, has to throw it deep out near the outside far 3. Hoiberg trying to move inside, nowhere to go. Kicks it out to 5, who kicks it out to Sanford, who's trying to drive. Given to Lawrence, or excuse me, that's, I can't say his last name. Gets up to 59-41 Nebraska. 2 points there as Rutgers continues. Now trying to drive here is Rutgers. And now a foul. I think they called it on Nebraska. And they did. First foul of the half on the Huskers. The Huskers currently up by 18. Nebraska looking to go here. Rutgers passes it out. Now to 9. He's covered. Down to 5. Who's down to passes it down to 1. He's trying to drive into the lanes. Can't do it. This time does it. He's in the paint this time. And loses the ball. It's picked up by Nebraska. That's Mast, who kicks it out to Hoiberg. Hoiberg drives to the near side. Now to the far side. Nebraska with 8 steals tonight. Here's a little pass into the paint and around and in. And that is now the 20th point lead, making it 61-41. Number 9 Nebraska over Rutgers. Here's a little pass tonight on the near side. Now kicks it out to the far side. 1 has the ball, now driving towards the middle. Passes it out to the corner on the far side. Here's a little jumper for 2, and that one is good. And now 43. And timeout, Rutgers. So the Huskers clearly set up to try and go get them this half, as that's exactly what they want to do. The Huskers ready to rock here tonight. And we'll get an update on some of these scores here. It's not updating for me for some reason. All right, it's not updating, so we'll just go to this game right here. So far here are the team stats tonight. Nebraska so far 23 of 45 on field goals tonight. Rutgers 18 of 41. So shot-wise, kind of getting the same here. Rutgers just not making as many as they are currently down here, 61-43. Nebraska 9 of 22 from threes. A little bit of an off night for them. Usually they're a little bit better than that, but otherwise not bad so far. 7 of 18 for Rutgers. They're sitting at 39% in those 3 points. 6 for 6 on field goals is Nebraska, or free throws. 0 for 2 on Rutgers tonight. 25 rebounds for Nebraska, 5 offensive rebounds, 20 defense. 22 rebounds for Rutgers. That stays the same at 5 offensive rebounds and 17 defensively. 8 steals for Nebraska to Rutgers 2. And Rutgers just tonight on the turnovers, they're not doing well at all. 12 turnovers tonight. Nebraska has scored 12 points off of those 12 turnovers. So they're scoring at least half. So at least scoring at least a point off of those turnovers tonight. Nebraska with 2 fast break points. Rutgers with also 2. Nebraska 24 points into the paint tonight. Rutgers with 10. 7 fouls on Nebraska to Rutgers 11 for the full night. No technicals or flagrants for each. Nebraska's largest lead of the night is right here, 61-43. Earlier, they had a 61-41 lead, which gave them the largest lead of the night at 20 points. Rutgers' largest lead, 3 as well. So here we go. We're getting ready to get back here tonight, sitting at the box score right now. The Huskers ready to go. Bayakandel. 4 points for Nebraska, Sanford 13, Mast 15, Lawrence 10, and Hoiberg 13. As the Huskers have the basketball and looking to drive. Hoiberg has it at the lower court 3. Now trying to make a drive. Mast has to give it down. Has it in the paint here. Now trying to do something with it, and a wild toss, but it's thankfully recovered by Nebraska. A shot 3 here. That's by Frager. Rebound, Rutgers. Rutgers with that 3. Rutgers with a 3 rebound, excuse me. Here's another shot by Rutgers, and this time gets it in. That's going to be 45-61. The Huskers have the ball now. Kicks it out near the midcourt logo. As driving down here, that's a Jacobson. Now here's the rush down the court lane. Trying to go for a layup is Hoiberg, no good, and he's having trouble getting up. But the play continues. Nebraska was down a man for a moment as Hoiberg gets to the other side. Kicking it out in the middle. Here's the shot for a dunk, and doesn't get it, but a foul. That will give Nebraska their second of the night. Second of the half. So their 8th foul total. Eighth foul total. Here's a couple of free throws coming up for Rutgers here. And the first one is good. Makes it 46-61. Waiting for the second free throw. Gives it a dribble. Shoots it. He's got it. 61-47, Nebraska with the lead. Hoiberg has the ball near midcourt. Little kind of a scrum there. Nothing happening. Gives it out to Mast. Mast has the ball near mid-center. Gives it out to Jacobson. Jacobson gives it out to Mast. Mast hands it out to 21, and that was Sanford, and he misses a 3. And Rutgers trying to drive the lane, it just tosses it out of bounds, as that'll give Nebraska the ball back with 9:58 left to go here in the second half. May have to go get more water here in a minute. That's Frager with the ball. Frager gives it out to Hoiberg, who kicks it down to the corner 3 here. That was Sanford with the ball, passes it out. Now trying to drive is Mast, who has it near the paint and trying to drive in and goes up and gets it, makes it 63-47. Nebraska is running these guys down. Ranked Mast with 17 points tonight total for the Huskers. And shot and a foul, and good for the Huskers. That'll make it 65. Should be 65. Sorry, why did I think that was Nebraska points? That's Rucker points. 2 points Rutgers. Big goof on my part. 60. 63-49. Here's a free throw for Rutgers. Goes up. Got it. Congratulations, Rutgers. You hit 50, halfway to 100. 9:11 left to go here in the second half. Rank Mass kicks it out to Jacobson. Now tries it again to Jacobson. Excuse me, that's Sanford. In the paint is Mass this time and goes up. Or again, Nebraska keeps their lead at 15. 65-50. Here's a little drive. Shot for Rutgers and in. 52. They are not giving up one bit, are the Knights. 65-52. A little shot miss there by the Huskers. That was a 3-shot. Here's Mass with another shot and in. That is around the bend. 67-52. Nebraska. 21 points tonight for Rank Mast. 10 of 17 himself. And we got a pass and then whistles. And they call another foul in Nebraska as their fourth. 4 fouls to 4 fouls at this point. Here we go. Rutgers ready to go. Ready to inbound the ball and try to take it. Trying to make a move inside, not really doing much. Has to toss it out to 21, who's outside the far side 3. Gives out to 5, near side 3. Down to 23, back to 5, who's inside the zone. Middle 3, late. Kicks it out, no good. And it tipped right back to the same guy. He's going to try to drive, loses the ball, picked up by Nebraska. Jacobson with the ball now, inside the paint. Kicks it out to Sanford for 3, no good. Picked up by Rutgers. Rutgers in there for 2. And the Rutgers Scarlet Knights now facing only a 13-point deficit. Nebraska trying to get their winning streak back in order tonight. 7:20 left to go. Here's second half. Nebraska 67, Rutgers 54. Little move out to Frager, who's able to drive it in. And ladies and gentlemen, we've got 69. It's 69-54. Kicks it out. Now looking to drive. Can't drive and out of bounds. He lost it out of bounds. That'll go Nebraska ball. Time out on the floor. Timeout on the floor. Nebraska with a excuse me. Nebraska with a 69-54 lead here, second half, with less than 7 minutes left to go here tonight. So far, a little updated reference for you. Field goals, Nebraska 27 out of 55 and Rutgers 22 out of 46. Nebraska 9 of 25 on 3. Rutgers 7 of 19, so they kind of increased theirs a little bit. Each team with 27 rebounds. Nebraska with 7 offensively and 20 defensively. Rutgers 6 offensively and 21 defensively. So a little better in that aspect. But Rutgers with the biggest thing of the night, 14 total turnovers. 14 total turnovers. Yikes. 4 blocks for Rutgers compared to Nebraska's 1. And Nebraska, 14 points off of Rutgers 14 turnovers. Total points in the paint tonight, Nebraska 30 and Rutgers 16. Which is an interesting number. Nebraska, though they're good in that zone and in the aspect of that. Normally, they're getting most of their points from threes. So good to see them tonight. Kind of work something different, work a little bit of a different scheme in there. Just trying to play it from the paint, which is interesting. Oh, hang on. Feed froze. All right, so now they're back. It fixes. And here we go. As I try to advertise women's basketball to me. No, thank you. Anyway. Rank matched. Hell of a night tonight. 21 points. Averages 14.1 this season alone. Rank masked. Gives a Rutgers with the ball. And now trying to kick it out here. Couple of moves around. Rutgers for two. No good, but a foul. Draws a foul. Foul number 5 on Nebraska. Or maybe only 4. Might have lost count. Oh, sorry. Only 4. I digress. First free throw, no good. Rutgers 0 for 3 on free throws tonight. Here's another free throw again. And in and out. Yikes. Rutgers not having a good night on free throws today. Here we go. Little move. Mass into the paint and in and out and finally rolls out. And Rutgers back with the basketball. Here's the kick out. 0 near the mid lane. Now going up to the far side. Now trying to drive. Kicks it into the paint. It's good. Rutgers 56. 56-69, Nebraska over the Knights. Driving towards now. Here comes Lawrence. Little jumper and in. And the Huskers respond right back to that last one, making it now 71-56. Huskers over the Knights. Kick out to 1. Here's a shot for 2. Off the rim, no good. Mast picks it up for the Huskers. To the far side of the court now. That's a Lawrence. Lawrence could attempt to drive here. He won't. Tries a screen setup. Mast with the ball. Has to give it out here now. Trying to make a move here. Can't do anything with it, seemingly. Now here's a jumper from the paint. No good, but tipped right back in by Mast. Give him 23 points tonight. Leader in the points tonight is Mast. Here's a little kick out to 0. Rank Mast, 23 points, 8 rebounds, 11 of 19 on field goals. Rutgers trying to drive. Nothing doing, but he's able to get a back shot off. It's nowhere to go. As now it's 58-73. Nebraska over Rutgers. Nebraska playing this game like it's nothing. As they continue to as they continue to keep Rutgers on their toes. but keep this game at a manageable 15-point lead. Which good on them, honestly. Nebraska upcoming schedule here in February. Yeah, I got Maryland. Oh, that's Rutgers' schedule. Excuse me. Hang on. All right, so here we go. Nebraska's schedule left in February. Got Nebraska Purdue on a Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. That'll be at home. The Huskers ready, looking to get something out of there. Nebraska playing number 12 Purdue. If they stay at number 12 by the Sunday polls when they come out. Northwestern, Nebraska, Northwestern at Nebraska. And then Nebraska at Iowa. That'll be the first matchup between Nebraska and Iowa this season before they go and play them in March. Penn State at Nebraska, Maryland at Nebraska, and Nebraska at USC. Huskers ready to go now. As they kick it out here, that's Jacobson with the ball, now driving towards the center court. Ready to keep driving here is Nebraska. Trying to drive into the paint now. He's outside the three. Now drives in, trying to get two out of it. Gets up and in. The Huskers go 75. Where's my clicker? There it is. 75 to 58. Here's a three from Rutgers. No good. That looked good from that distance, but not really anything there. Bryce Sanford with the ball. Now on the drive. Knocked there. Sanford passes it in there to Mast. Mast dribbles a couple times. Now in the paint. Over the top, no good. Rebound, Nebraska, but out of bounds, and I think they'll give Rutgers ball here. They'll go to another commercial break. 3:40 left to go here in half number 2. Half number 2, Nebraska in for it. Let's check on some other scoring habits of college basketball so far in this thing. Top 25 right now. You have Syracuse 50, just barely losing to Virginia 59. Number 18, Virginia. Number 21, Arkansas, 74 to 59 over Mississippi State. And, excuse me. And then number 24, Louisville, 71 to 66 over Wake Forest. Number 12, Purdue beating Oregon 32-27. And Iowa State number 7, Iowa State will play Baylor today in about 15 minutes or so. So the rest of this Division 1, the Missouri Tigers up 27-21 on South Carolina with 3:38 left to go first half. Not a whole lot else going on. Here's a couple of odd games here now. Drexel and Elon. It's 71 to 64. Drexel over Elon. They're in the second period. Wisconsin 52, Indiana 59. As they're ready to rock and to roll. So here we go. And they're about to come back from it. As here we go. Getting ready. Teams still on their benches waiting to come out. Nebraska looking at a possible 2 seed for the tournament. The March Madness tournament. As here we go, Rutgers and Nebraska ready to go back. Rutgers has the ball. Number 9 gets it out to number 3, who's trying to drive, gets around Jacobson, and is able to drive and get in to make this game another 15-point game. 3:17 left to go. Rutgers trying to play heavy defense here. Here's a little, they're just passing it. Nebraska just passing it around, waiting for that shot clock to go down at 15 on that clock. 3:06, 3:05 left to go. Kick it out to the far side for a 3. Off the rim, no good. Rutgers will pick it up on the rebound. 2:55 left to go. Here's a drive. And turnover again, and then, oh no, I guess they called a foul on Nebraska. King Jamie the Mad, how are you? I have not seen you in a long time. How are you doing? 6th foul on Nebraska. Here's a little kick. Here's a little get out into the zone from the corner 3. Passes it back to 3, who's outside, now drives to the paint, gets up there and off the rim, but rebound Nebraska. Rebound Nebraska there. Yeah, well, it's doing decent, a lot better than it was before. Not really going to get into it, but so far so good. Nebraska, Rutgers commits another foul. That puts them on the 5th or 6th, one of the two. 5th foul, apparently. Indeed, go Huskers. And Jamie, I have to say, I was never happier when the Chiefs lost, when the Chiefs didn't make the playoffs. However, in the spirit of sport, I am sorry for you. Free throw good for Nebraska, looking for their second one, 76-60. Is up and good, and the Huskers on the second one now 77-60 over the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Now looking to try and drive here. 2:19 left to go here, second half. A little kick out. Now making the move. Little shot for 3 for Rutgers here. No good, but a rebound. No good, but I think they call foul on Nebraska. Their 7th one of this game. Or 7 of this half. Yeah, I get that. But hey, you have Super Bowl wins against us. You have Super Bowl wins against us. You got those to look at. I have nothing. Except NFC championships. Those are kind of cool. Excuse me. 61 on the free throw for Rutgers. Now I got 62. 77-62, Nebraska over Rutgers. And the inbound to Hoiberg, back to Lawrence. To Hoiberg. Now to Mast on the other end of the court. What is this camera angle they're going at? Lawrence has the ball at the center court. Now to the out. Lawrence with the ball. Kicks it out to Mast. They're just passing it around until the shot clock goes down. Hoiberg gets it down. That's Jacobson with 6 on the shot clock. Shoots and off it for no 3. And Rutgers is trying to get this. They are still trying with 1:35 left to go here in the second half. Turnover again. Turnover again. Nebraska gets the ball. And I think they call time out or a foul. And no, I guess not. But also, I forgot to put this up. Rutgers is in the bonus. Nebraska with the ball on a little circular around. Hoiberg to the middle and gets blocked, but a foul. Foul number 6 for Rutgers, and that should put Nebraska. Yeah. Well, it would have been a lot more funner, Jamie, if the Huskers had actually won in the semifinals instead of losing to Texas A&M. Especially when you consider that our athletic director just went to Texas A&M out of freaking nowhere. Out of nowhere. And now, I can't remember who won the championship, to be honest, because I didn't watch it. So, free throws for Rutgers, or Nebraska, excuse me, get them to 78-62 as we go for these last minute 15. Little kick out here. Fake pass there. Trying to set up a screen. Nothing doing. Rank Mast has 26 points on the night for the Huskers. And a little flailing flop there. Yeah. Yeah, they did. They really did. Well, they're pulling up the future Nebraska schedule. They'll play Purdue on Tuesday night. We'll see if I can do that one. Here's a free throw for Rutgers, as it is now 63-78. As Nebraska also in the bonus in this one. Recovery by Nebraska after those couple of free throws. It's 64-78. Little tip trying to get it in. No good. 51 seconds to go. Rutgers trying to get some quick points here to keep this, to try and shred this lead down. Nothing doing. Shoots for two and then gets that. So that's going to be 66. 78-66. Oh, excuse me. 78-66. 40 seconds to go. Intercepted on the pass. Rutgers trying to grab points and does. 78-68. Rutgers, that's like, it's the closest Rutgers has been. And a defensive foul committed on Rutgers, making it foul number 8. Eighth foul on Rutgers tonight. With 27.2 seconds left to go here in the second half. That one's up and good. 79-68 Nebraska on the first free throw. Now trying to grab the second. Is good. Nebraska hits 80-68 here. And a quick free shot. No good for Rutgers, but a foul. That's foul number 8 this half on Nebraska. .22 seconds exactly left to go. And here we go. The first free throw. In and out. The Huskers get it back. 18 seconds left. Rutgers, I think, are going to be willing to let this one go. The Huskers will beat the Rutgers tonight. 80-68. And Nebraska has won its 21st game. And the Huskers, with 6 road games, their 6th conference road game, which is the most in Big Ten and by a conference ever. The Huskers continue to make history this season, despite the fact we lost 2 in a row, breaking our 24-game winning streak. But the Huskers, daggum, 80-68 will put it up, and they'll have to play Purdue on Tuesday night, which will be a tough game, but that will be in our house. Final tallies tonight on points. Let's take a look. From the team scores, Boyancatel, 4 points tonight on 18 minutes. Sanford, 15 points on 36 minutes. Mass, 26 points on 32 minutes. Lawrence, 12 points, 31 minutes. And Hoiberg, 13 points on 34 minutes. On the bench, Frager and Jacobson were the only guys to grab points off the bench for Nebraska. Frager was 6, Jacobson with 4. On the other end, Grant, 7, Zerno, 9, Powers, 14, Francis, 16, Buckman Jr., 10 points, and off the bench, only 3 players were able to get points for the Rutgers Knights. Dowdaloo, 6, Ogbell, 2, and Davis, 4. All right, King Jamie, we'll see you. We'll see you. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow for the Super Bowl. All right, that's gonna do it for here. I hope you guys have a great day. And remember, guys, we're just getting started coming back here. We're gonna see. We're gonna be back here for the Super Bowl. We're gonna have some fun during that, and it will be my nightmare as much as it hurts. All right, we'll see you guys later. Have a great day. I'm Danthecornman on 1540 The Corn. Have a great rest of your day.